Let's duck down to Canberra now and catch up with One Nation leader and founder Pauline Hanson. Thanks for joining us, Pauline. A big focus from the leftist parties today, the Teals, the Greens, the Labor Party, all talking about making Canberra and Parliament a kinder, gentler place. Do you buy it?
Not at all, Chris. I think it's, hype from these precious women going on about their wokeness and everything that's happening here. Look, it's a robust place by all means. And to say that they want to put in legislation about, penalising parliamentarians who are bully and harass and all the rest of it, we are dealt with on the floor of Parliament. If it's unparliamentary, we are made to apologise, withdraw our comments. Then you have, if there is sexual harassment in this place, then go to the proper authorities, go to the police, make your complaint there. Why are we putting in place another bureaucracy of nearly $4 million to set up for this? I don't see much of this at all. Whether it happens in other offices, I don't know. Not only that, Chris, who are they going to put in place? It's another, people pushing their own agenda. I know that this place is so political that if I make a complaint about different things, it's disregarded because it's just the two major political parties in here that actually gets any heard. Crossbenchers don't. So it's a robust place. And I'll say to the Teals, if the kitchen's too hot, darlings, get out of it. All right? This is a robust place for debating issues.
I've got to say, Pauline, even your greatest critics would have to agree that no woman in Parliament has drawn more fire from all quarters over decades than you have, yet you seem to be doing OK. But have a listen to one of the Teals, Kylea Tink.
I'm told I need to toughen up. I'm pretty tough. I have worked on building sites, I have been to mining sites, I have been the only woman on boards, I have worked across the Asia Pacific. I am tough. And I'm telling you, this sort of behaviour is unprofessional and it does not do justice to the nation that we are, nor set the standard.
There you go, Pauline. Does she need to toughen up?
She needs to grow up, actually. It's all about, OK, you've been on building sites. What does that say? It tells me absolutely nothing about it. It's about your own intestinal fortitude, knowing who you are. And the fact is, it's like sticks and stones will break my bones, but names will never hurt me. The whole fact is, you know who you are. And that's why they've never been able to win any arguments with me, because I know why I'm here. And I'm here to fight and have a voice in the place for people out there that don't have a voice. So if you're not up to it, then get out of this job. Go to your building sites, because it is tough at times, but I tell you what, grow a backbone.
Yeah, the thing about it though, Pauline, is that it's just all so partisan. They do this. This is all part of their attack against the Coalition. They've got to keep the Coalition's women's problem alive because they've been going on about it under Tony Abbott, under Scott Morrison, and now they want to do the same under Peter Dutton.
Exactly right. And they keep dragging out the same motto about, Julia Gillard and what was said at that time. And Tony Abbott was misogynistic and all the rest of it. People are fed up with this. And, Chris, if I really thought that it was a horrible place to work and the harassment and everything was beyond what we should have to deal with, then I would be the first to speak out about it. They're using their feminism, they're using the women's status when it suits them, and then pull the plug when it doesn't suit them. Well, you can't be woke one minute and claim to be a female the next. As I said to you, I've copped hell over the years, and they wouldn't even know where to begin with it if they had to wear what I've had to wear. But I'm still here, I'm still strong, and no one's taken anything away from me, and I haven't changed. I still am, conscious of other people's feelings and everything like that, but they won't shut me down from having an opinion, and I will still voice that opinion.
Now let's get on to one of the issues of substance in Canberra today, and that is, of course, the visa issues out of Gaza. We did get one snippet of information from the Prime Minister telling us that none of the visas that were cancelled were onshore. These visas were cancelled before people got to Australia. But what does this tell us? That in at least 43 cases, our so-called security check process approved visas that later had to be cancelled, and we still don't know exactly what's going on here when it comes to improving those security checks for any future applicants.
You won't get to know either, because they won't admit to the fact that the proper security checks were not done on these people before coming out here. So those people, and there are some, look, Chris, they're getting visitor visas into the country, OK? It should be temporary protection visas. That's what they should be. Now that they've arrived in the country, some are already claiming refugee status. We're going to have a hell of a problem on our hands. We don't know who these people are, what their background, what their ideology, what their beliefs are, and especially a lot of them would support the Hamas, which is an organised terrorist or recognised terrorist organisation. I have grave concerns for this, and this has all become so political that it stinks to high heaven to me. We should not be taking these people in, and especially when there's no proper security checks done, and not everyone is checked by ASIO. They don't do the full security check on them. And do you think Hamas is going to give us all the information of their backgrounds, whether they're criminals, whether they've been in prison, what their backgrounds are? No, they're not, because the authorities there, the country's in a hell of a bloody mess. So where are we going to get the true information of who these people are? Shut the borders, don't bring them in.
Yeah, well, they're not coming in at the moment, but there are many people still have visas to come in, and I think I agree. Labor just need to tell us exactly. Well, they need to improve the security checks. There's no doubt about it. They need to do what the Coalition did and process people properly in third countries before they come here when they're coming out of such a sensitive area. Thanks so much for joining us, Pauline. I appreciate it. We'll catch you next week.